Now, look, as you know, she's coming down under, Mr. and Mrs. Grifter.
Yes.
They're coming here in a few weeks. You know, well, I don't know why they're even bothered.
So people are paying thousands of dollars, okay, to go sit in a dingy hotel conference room and listen to Meghan Markle, I guess, espouse life advice. I guess she's going to be giving business advice, but every business she has started has failed. Meghan Markle, people are paying thousands of dollars to go see her down under in Australia. I think some people are paying $3,200 for a VIP package. You don't even get a solo picture. It's like a group shot with Meghan Markle. Who is she? She thinks she is the Queen of England. And this is called the Her Best Life Retreat. If you're a woman and you want to live your best life, take the thousands of dollars you would spend on this retreat and invest.
And so I think that Australia is a good example of people catching on and realizing that maybe he's not an authority on all of these things. And do we really want to spend such a significant amount of money to listen to a grown man cry?
$3,000. Say it slowly, $3,000. That is not a casual weekend, not a luxury getaway you book without thinking, and definitely not something most people would associate with a simple wellness retreat. But this is exactly the price point that sparked massive online discussion around a Sydney-based retreat experience that was publicly advertised as a luxury lifestyle event. The package was promoted as a multi-day experience combining wellness activities, group sessions, and curated social events in a high-end hotel setting overlooking the Sydney coastline. On paper, it sounded polished. Yoga sessions at sunrise, group workshops, wellness talks, evening dinners, and a headline speaking appearance from Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, presented as part of a group-style interactive session. But once details started circulating publicly, reactions online quickly became divided. Some focused on the branding and the promise of transformation and empowerment. Others focused on something very different, the actual structure of the experience and what participants were reportedly getting for the price. Reports and promotional descriptions suggested shared accommodations in some packages, including twin-room arrangements, rather than fully private luxury stays. That detail alone became one of the biggest talking points online because it didn't match the expectation many people had when they first heard the word luxury retreat. And then came the venue conversation. The hotel itself was marketed with scenic ocean views and premium amenities, but public commentary noted that certain facilities appeared to still be under development during the time of the event window. Some features like leisure spaces and outdoor areas were described in promotional material as part of the experience, while also being referenced elsewhere as upcoming or finalizing, which led to confusion among observers comparing expectations to reality. That gap between what was advertised and what people believed was available became a major reason the discussion spread so quickly online. Because when you combine a high price tag with a luxury promise, expectations rise immediately. And in this case, people started doing their own comparisons. Some online users pointed out that standard hotel bookings in the same area during that same general period could be found at significantly lower rates, depending on the package and booking type. While those comparisons didn't account for event access, workshops, or guest appearances, they still fueled a broader conversation about value and what exactly participants were paying for. The retreat itself was structured around group experiences, wellness sessions, motivational talks, shared meals, and scheduled appearances from speakers. Rather than private, individualized luxury service, the format leaned more toward collective participation. And that distinction is where much of the online debate focused, because for some viewers the question wasn't just about price, it was about expectation versus reality. What does a luxury empowerment retreat actually mean in practice? Is it the setting, the speakers, the experience itself, or the branding that wraps it all together? As clips, promotional materials, and commentary spread across social media, different interpretations started forming. Some viewed it as a high-end wellness event aimed at networking and shared inspiration. Others saw it as an expensive experience that didn't fully match the premium framing used to promote it. And like most viral discussions, once the conversation started, it didn't stay in one place. It expanded into wider debates about influencer culture, modern wellness branding, and the growing market of paid motivational experiences that blend lifestyle, self-help, and celebrity presence. But behind all the commentary, one thing remained consistent: the story wasn't just about a retreat, it was about perception. and how quickly expectations can grow when luxury, celebrity presence, and high pricing all come together in one package. And as the discussion continued to spread online, more details and reactions began to surface, adding even more layers to an already controversial conversation, and then things reportedly took a more controversial turn online. Public discussion around the venue and surrounding area intensified, with some commentators pointing to environmental concerns that had previously been reported in the region. In online commentary, it was claimed that certain beach areas near the location had experienced periodic pollution issues in the past, including waste-related contamination linked to broader infrastructure problems in the city's sewer system. However, it's important to clarify these are general environmental reports and public discussions, not direct conditions proven specifically for any single event day. Still, the conversation online grew quickly, especially as users began connecting location context with the expectations of a luxury wellness experience. Because when people hear five-star retreat, they imagine clean, polished, premium surroundings, not ongoing infrastructure concerns or unfinished spaces. At the same time, another part of the discussion focused on what attendees actually expected versus what was being promoted. Some promotional framing suggested premium access, group experiences, and a rare opportunity to hear a high-profile public figure speak in person. But critics online pointed out that the format appeared to be more of a group session rather than a personal or exclusive interaction. That distinction became important in public debate because expectations of exclusive access often clash with the reality of large group events. And then came the comparison that spread widely across social media. Some users began referencing past large-scale promotional event failures in general pop culture, drawing parallels to situations where luxury branding did not match on-the-ground execution. These comparisons were not official statements or confirmed similarities, but rather public reactions and internet commentary. Still, they added fuel to the online conversation. As discussion intensified, attention also turned toward how the event was being marketed. Online users pointed to shifting availability messaging, with some promotional posts initially describing limited or sold-out access, while later communications appeared to encourage continued sign-ups or waitlist engagement. However, in event marketing, it is not uncommon for availability to change due to cancellations, reserved allocations, or production adjustments. So while this created debate online, the exact internal logistics were not publicly confirmed. What was clear, however, is that the conversation had moved far beyond just a retreat. It became a broader discussion about celebrity branding, modern wellness marketing, and the gap between promotional storytelling and real-world experience. Because in today's digital landscape, perception spreads instantly, and once an audience starts questioning value, that conversation rarely stays contained. And as the event approached, online reactions continued to build. Some viewed it as a standard wellness and networking experience with a celebrity guest appearance. Others saw it as an example of how premium branding can raise expectations that are difficult to fully meet in practice. But in all of this debate, one thing remained consistent: the attention surrounding the event far exceeded the scale of the experience itself. And that's really where the story sits now. Not just about one retreat, but about how modern events are sold, perceived, and judged in real time by a global online audience. Because once the gap between marketing and expectation becomes part of the conversation, the event itself almost becomes secondary. And as the doors open and the event unfolds, the only question left is simple: does the reality match the story that was sold?